y'all. I am Raven Rasco with the Authenticity Lab. This is a space where people can come to reflect, grow, and become better versions of yourself. No one else can leave your mark like you can, okay? So today, I have a cool little OG with me. This is my girl. She is my humanitarian. Okay, she is an educator and a founder of Peak Frequency Incorporated, a nonprofit organization that I'm going to allow her to speak more on. But this is my girl, my sister for almost 10 years now.
10 years. In September, it'll be 10 years.
Yeah, and so almost 10 years, like,
Yeah.
this is the person I always talk about and be like, we need to get behind some mics and just start kikiing. So this is my girl, Miss Paula P.
Paula P.
Paula P.
Paula P is in the building.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Where are you in this phase of your life right now?
Ooh, I feel like I'm in a transition stage. So it's funny you asked that. I'm an educator. I want to go ahead and put that out there. I'm also a learner and I'm a student. You know what I mean?
Come on.
In order to be a good teacher, you got to also be a good student.
Yes.
I am a woman of God.
Yeah.
I'm a daughter. I am a sister. I am a friend. That's a heavy question.
That's a heavy question.
Because it's like you don't want to leave nothing out, but
yeah. And I think also, who is it that you want to be? Like, where do you see yourself, or who do you see yourself being this year? Especially just with the new energy. They say it's the year of the horse.
The horse. I'm about to go find me a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say it's the year of the horse. So it's like, who is it that you trying to be this year? What you living up to?
Ooh.
That's something to think about. Yeah, let's think about it though. For real. We're going to come back.
Let's come back.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that was a heavy question.
And we getting into
Ooh. Girl, introspective.
Come on.
Yeah.
So I have my
You
sister.
asked these other people these questions?
I did.
Okay.
It's the first It's the first question I asked them all. Okay, so I have a couple questions for you. I told you to come with some questions.
I did.
And we're going to get into them. But what they don't know is that you got some questions too. So one thing about my sister, like I said, she is the founder of Peak Frequency Incorporated. One, can you tell us a little bit about Peak Frequency Incorporated and your purpose and your intentions behind this nonprofit organization?
So I've always wanted to have a nonprofit. It was one of them things like, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to have a nonprofit. You know, when you were a kid. That kid is 10 years.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, when are you going to do it? And I remember I ran in, I got to go visit this man, but he's my eye doctor. And he was like, do you want to be a teacher forever? And I was like, I don't, but I don't know where to start to not. And he was like, you ever thought about a nonprofit? And literally just started telling him my idea. This is the eye doctor, y'all. That's supposed to be you tell them X, Y's, and I see CX.
Yeah.
And you get out the door. But we
Vision.
sat there and really like compounded a plan. And he was like, next time I see you, you need to be moving somewhere. Like moving in that direction that you just told me. Like you can't just be sitting on. So the idea that we both like kind of envisioned during that little meeting or appointment session was children with disabilities are not getting the help and the support that they need, and their families don't know where to start. So Peak Frequency, promoting education, ability, and knowledge, okay, is all about helping kids and their families reach their peak ability for their child. No longer depending on the education system or pointing fingers at who's to blame between the parents or the teachers, but coming together to really like support the child. One of the main things I keep telling people is it's going to be a lot of students that were in special ed classes who had IEPs, who had probably 504 plans, who when they become 18 and it's time to get a job and go out into the world, they're going to be ill prepared. And it's a lot of them. My first year teaching, for real, I had 15 in each class and I had 4 classes. You do the math. That's like 60 kids. Something like that. with
15, what is that including the other students as well?
No,
or like
it was
that
specifically. So my biggest class was 36 kids, and out of that 36 kids, you had like 15. Ooh, baby, this is not. I'm not gonna say the district.
Hey.
But
Hey.
yeah, but what type of support are you expecting your child to really get if they are really low? And the system is not thinking, like, yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. So speaking on that, especially bridging the gap between education system and I guess the parents as well and what's going on at home, what are some things that you feel like parents could be doing at home that would make a big difference? At least 2 to 3 things that would make a big difference in a child's education journey and career overall, especially getting them over that hump of like from middle school to high school to college. What are some things that they can be doing at home with their kids?
So in the first episode, you and Simone, shout out to her, y'all did a great job. Bring her back. Okay. Y'all talked about the parents are like the first teachers, and we have to get back to reading books. If you got kids right now under the age of 15 and there is not a book in your home, you probably need to go assess what type of reading level your child is right now on. Okay. Now let's talk to the adults of why this is important. If you're reading a contract for a lease or anything else, how good is your reading comprehension skills to understand what you're signing your name on? You know? So it's like we're setting our kids up for failure. You know? They can't read, y'all. They can't. And I think as a parent, you need to test it out for yourself just to see, hey, where's my child? You know? I had one girl, she was bragging. She was like, I don't know what's wrong with the boy. When I was in school, I was reading Harry Potter books. Get him some Harry Potter books and read with him, you know?
Especially a book that you have read already, you know that you comprehend and you know that you can go back and have a conversation with your kid. It's little stuff like that that will go a long way. Like the conversation of like, okay, so what did you take from the book? What is it that you're like? Who's your favorite character so far in this chapter?
Did you understand what just happened? Like, oh, what you think gonna happen? Yes.
Excitement. Like, oh, this was my favorite part of the book. So okay, so relatability.
Reading books.
Okay, reading some books. And I remember even in 3rd grade, we had book reports and it was going up a level each time in regards to like, okay, you read this Junie B. Jones book, honey?
Yes.
You better,
And start with series. It could be Junie B. Jones, Captain Underpants, Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I loved Captain Underpants, and I think that's a good one. Okay, that's a good start, though.
Yeah, you need books.
Okay,
if you got kids, you need to be reading books with them.
Okay, books. Yeah. I can get in
that. Any opportunity could be a learning opportunity. Put these phones down.
Put the phones and the tablets down.
We're going to make a song. Put these phones
in the tablets down. Put these phones in the tablets down.
Put these phones down.
Yeah. Y'all need to seriously, put that shit down because it is getting ridiculous.
It's them damn phones.
No, and even with the older people these days, because, sorry, mama.
Daddy.
Yeah. No, for real.
iPad junkies.
Literally, I be telling my mama, your mind is leaving you. You need to read a book. And that's not me being mean. Because I be having to tell myself, you need to read a book.
Yeah.
Just because.
Force yourself to. Yeah. And the inability to sit down and read a book is not good.
Even go back, be real with yourself, actually. And if you got to start back and go to a Junie B. Jones book and work your way up, it sounds crazy. But if you remember the last book, you could.
Hunger Games, y'all. And then do a movie night, you know?
Ooh.
Invite me. I like a good movie.
But either way, though, bro, like, go back to what you know and then continue to build from there. But I think y'all just ashamed to figure out how far you have actually strayed away from the line. So I'm going to just leave that there. But I just really wanted to touch on that because Peak Frequency Incorporated was founded last year. And I really admire, and I said this about the Aquarius in the videos, and she said this to me like, girl, why are you talking about me? I said, I know more like Aquarius.
She was talking just about me. It was like, she was like, let me think about Paula. And I'm reading her for filth. I was like,
no, because I be thinking about
you putting my business on Beyonce's internet.
Yeah. But no, like I really admire because Jamal like this. I feel like a couple of creators like this where y'all just be y'all start talking about something, and out of nowhere it'd be like, oh yeah, like I'm in law school, or oh yeah, yeah, it started already. I sent you the papers. You need to sign them, and it'd be like, ugh.
But I think Raven, because we've been talking about me.
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Raven got that same ability, and that's when zodiac signs they get kind of whatever.
Okay.
Because you got the same thing. You talk about it one day, next thing you know, yeah, I'm in school. Okay. No. Then the next minute, yeah, this ain't gonna work. I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
And pivot and be good. Like, you know what I mean? People be scared to do stuff, to try. And I admire like people who just, you have a vision, the worst that can go, they can say is no.
Literally no, and that's something that I've been going on lately. It's just like, they gonna say no. Somebody gonna say yes though.
Gonna say
Even
yes.
when it come to post a video on TikTok, I'd be like, one person gonna like this video.
Oh, that's real.
Like one person,
and
when you think about that shit in real life, even us talking back and forth, one person pouring into another, it's like, this feels good. I can go to tomorrow.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you think about, bet I'm up. You know what I'm saying? A comment, bet I'm up. A subscriber, what? So I think
block is hot.
The block is hot. The city is our playground. What? Okay, this is why.
We can't be together.
Yeah, but we are good.
Speaking of being together, she said she can't go to Jamaica. News to me.
I didn't say I couldn't go to Jamaica. I just have to pay for it out of the paycheck. So if we start now,
We can. I'm even thinking St. Martin's.
Oh, now you probably got me.
I'll check the difference.
No, because I'll make St. Martin's happen. I'll even make Jamaica happen, depending on the logistics and what we are paying out of pocket.
Yeah,
but that will be the only thing I make happen this year.
Okay, that's it. That'll be my. That's it. I gotta get what I can get.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Compromise.
Thank you.
So
we gonna
focused.
We will get that. We will get that together. I think one of my questions before I let you go into yours, I'm sorry, but this is how I trick them. I tell them to come with 10 questions, but I already got them prepared.
Last question?
No. Okay, so I admire your ability to execute and not even talk about it. And I see how it's hard to see it within me, but I see it within others, and I admire how you do it because you make sure every step is done and you do it your way and you don't consult with others. One of my issues is...
I heard you say that. Consulting?
Yeah. You don't consult. I don't feel like she consult with others. I think she tells people what it is that she wants, and she figures out how to make that happen. And the only insight she's willing to take, I'm not going to say willing like this is her, she's stubborn about it, but I think something that you are willing to take from it is how to make it successful and not necessarily opinions. Like, oh, you got an opinion.
People talk a lot.
Yeah.
And I think even it's being a teacher that you realize we could sit up and have a meeting for an hour and nothing get executed. It meant nothing. You know what I mean? Also, and we're going to talk about this. Support, when it really comes to like what it means to be supportive, people don't know how to do that. So it's like, for me, eldest daughter, only daughter, it feel like pulling teeth sometimes to communicate and then get comments back, but they want you to execute it. It pisses me off. And my biggest example is like if I'm washing dishes, okay, you're not washing dishes, I'm washing dishes, and then you start critiquing, well, you need to do this. You need to do. Come wash these dishes then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't want to wash the dishes. I hope that was a good example. But that's the same thing with doing the work. Okay?
Yeah, that's what
sometimes they talk in heads. They never did it before. They're not going to do it.
They're not going to do it.
They don't understand your vision. the best thing you could do is bring it to life and let them see it.
And they be projecting.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people are stuck. A lot of the older generation that we should be looking up to, especially, not going to get into that. I'm going to say crack era. Survival mode children.
We can come back to that.
Yeah. Not community based. Like they, so yeah. So I just learned like, it's like, just do it.
Okay.
Nike.
It's
sponsor me.
We stimming, y'all. So my question to you was, what does initiation look like for you? And I know you had that conversation.
Wait, when is it your turn?
No, this is the last one, I promise. But so I know we had that conversation about you going to the doctor and y'all kind of game planning. But what did it look like to really initiate and, you know, put in the paperwork to file for a nonprofit? Like, were you fueled by starting the plan, or were you fueled by passion? And also, in regards to the execution phase, what is it that you wish support looked like throughout that process? If you really...
We're going to do that one question at a time.
Okay.
First one.
Were you fueled by starting a plan, or were you fueled by passion?
So I think, so this is something that I probably need to clarify to a lot of people. I've been thinking about having a nonprofit since I was 18. So it was like the planning, the dreaming, the journaling about what it will be, the 3 pillars of what it will look like. I just needed a focus group. And it wasn't until becoming a teacher that they put me in. I was a general ed teacher for special ed students for 7 years. And I didn't pick that. I didn't say, sign me up for that class. And I've been in there ever since. So it was just like, God. It's God.
God will put you in some places, and then you be like, oh, I see why I'm here.
My little 6th graders that I taught, it was one year I taught 6th grade, and I was literally like, it was kids that other teachers, like when you really realize the impact of just taking the time out to like pour into a child and really take your time, no matter what disability or thing is going. It might not be he become the best reader, but he trying, and you can shape that, you know. That'll change like your aspect about a lot of stuff. So at first I wasn't stay focused. We need to stay focused. But so I've been planning for a long time. I've been planning for a while. It's just as experiences happen, it helped me shape it up. And mold it better. So when it was actually time to do the paperwork and write out what is your statement, what are you doing, it just flowed. It was like I knew, and I didn't talk to nobody about it. How does this sound? You know, intuition, God working through you. You don't need nobody else. Like, but you do need other people. But but. God. Yeah, God. No, for real. No. Even my paperwork, I remember, don't get me emotional. I remember like talking to people and they be like, well, it might take you a year to get approved. It might take this amount of time. We ain't planning on doing this. Ain't you said you was going back to school? You just do too much. You just be doing
No,
you know what I mean?
For real.
And y'all, let me look into the camera. Which one? Y'all? I got approved by the state 1 month. Got approved by the IRS 1 month. It was just moving. So it was just like all I had to do was put in the work, and he like saw it through. So that's a blessing, man. You know, that's why it's like I can't help but just put in the work that's happening now. Like I'm tutoring kids. Yeah. You know, and it's like their families are very accommodating. They're very like they're teach me so I can help my child. Like they're willing, you know? And so seeing the impact and seeing that it's something that you like saw happening, and now it's like a matter of sustaining it and making sure it grows and whatever, but you just gotta start.
I think that is so good.
God.
That be God for real.
That be God.
And that's like, I think one of the biggest delusions that I feed into, and I be telling everybody this, is that if God gave you the vision, and when I say God gave you the vision, it's like you've had this vision for a minute, and it's a vision that keeps coming back up, whether it's in a dream, whether it's in conversation, whether it's just like, God, I think I can do this. and you just get put in different spaces and in different rooms that continue to show you like this is meant for you. Like I worked with someone I worked with someone at my part-time job, and they was just like, she don't know this, but Raven needs to be on a podcast. Like she needs to be talking to people, talking to our youth. But sometimes we don't know what certain things look like along the way, but we know that we have the vision for it. And so I'm not saying God just whispers to you and says, this is what you're supposed to be doing, but it's something that's already in your heart, and that you know, like it's one of those things like you can't push that away for nothing. It continues to come to
your
you.
Mind, it's been on your
keep
heart
writing
for a
about
while.
it. Yeah,
you pray to God, if this ain't your will, take it away from me.
And it don't go nowhere. It just
go
gets
nowhere.
stronger.
yeah. And doors start opening, and you start moving.
And you keep talking about it.
It's like for real, like just faith moving on. The Jonah and the whale story. It could be figure of speech. You know what I mean? Maybe he never got swallowed by a whale. Okay, whatever. But let's take what the meaning of the story. He was trying to run from God's calling on his life, and he ended up in a bad situation. You know what I mean? Hire me. I was just playing.
Hey.
But yeah, that was like a good message of like, hey, you hear God's voice. You know what he wants to do in your life. Don't run from it. Lean into it. But people be waiting for a spark. Somebody to be like, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give you a chance. No, make your chance.
Hey.
Yeah.
No, for real. And I want y'all to watch this video. I'm going to let her ask her questions. But I want y'all to watch this video. It's with Alex Arnold. He's a guy who's been climbing the skyscrapers and these large mountains. And he's climbing with one of his friends. I think he's a redhead friend. And I think they're just kind of climbing together. But he has climbed like mountains high, past the trees. It's a little scary, and they're not tied up to anything. But his friend, mind you, Alex is already at the top. Alex is like, hey, just, come.
He left him?
Huh?
He left him?
No, he's trying to be the cameraman for his friend, but his friend doesn't climb as, he climbs, but Alex is like, oh yeah, I'm going up. Yeah. Okay. And so the friend is psyching himself out up along the way, like, how did you do that? Like, is there any cracks, any details that I can? And he's like, no, I mean, just use this part. Like, it's okay, you'll be fine. Just gonna. And when you watch the video, imagine you are the person going up the mountain, and the person, Alex, he's not God, but he's God. And I think I translated that to my conversations of how I kind of go into talking with God and praying, because it'd be like, can you give me a detail? Can you give me something? So I can figure out how to go. And he's just like, it's right. Just do something. Like, you just gotta, I don't know what you're going to come along the way. I don't know what you're going to pass. I pass something different. You might see a different detail than I did. So use what you have and get up here, but you can do it. You've done it already. But you just psyching yourself out. You think you can't do it. Why are you asking for my consultation? I can't tell you every step I did. And so it was very interesting just to see like that dynamic. And so when it comes to your vision and the things that you want to pursue in life, I just think that is super important to take away. But one thing about God, I mess with the vision. Okay, so.
And also, like, the God likeness that we have ourselves is to create. We have that little power. We're little gods. Okay, we can create. So even with him being like, just use what you have, manipulate this thing, and get what you want. Like, you can do it.
What is your thing? That's why I be telling y'all got your own thing. Use it.
Use it.
Okay, so my friend, I told you to bring some questions with you.
Look, we didn't even answer all the questions. This is off task. Yes,
but this is how it goes. So it's okay. I planned for this. It is all good. So we're going to let her get into her questions. I'm scared, honey.
All right. So I first want to start off with your album, the EP. Okay. That you just came out with, because, girl, we've been playing it.
Yeah.
I always like your music. Okay. I think it's easy to support people when they actually got good songs. I ain't got to fake liking my friend music. That's a blessing.
I love that. Because I be like, do my friends be listening because it's just me? Because I hope y'all ain't got to do that. Okay.
Magnolias don't get skipped in my car.
That's fair. It don't, and ever since she told me her liking for it, I don't skip it either anymore.
Yeah, you gotta really.
Yeah. No, I understand.
And I'll be putting people on, so they'll be like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh,
yeah."
No, what's that mean? I was like, Sheree. No, Sheree is a. I like Sheree. She's a nut.
She's a nut.
Yes.
I think she a Capricorn too. That's why I was like,
yeah, strict, but you're goofy.
Oh, I like her.
I need to know what happened. Okay, back to life inspiration. Okay, what was your inspiration for Back to Life?
So a lot of those songs that I created on Back to Life, or like I wrote, it was honestly, truly, I was just going through it. I was experiencing a lot of emotions last year. A lot of my friends know just the different situations that I was going through. I think I was having, love issues, romantic issues, and then also kind of battling myself in a lot of ways in regards to the things that I wanted, and like actually not stepping into those things. At that point, I had like lost my job, and so I had to figure out a new way and take something that I genuinely didn't want. I was feeling a lot last year, and I took a lot of things personal that are technically things that come with life. And I think at that moment I kind of realized that I was taking things as if like things were happening to me, and things just wasn't happening. Like, it wasn't the idea of like things just happen in life. Mm-hmm. And what are you going to do when
alchemize?
Yeah, these things come about. Like, are you going to keep isolating, suppressing, and staying to yourself and not putting yourself, like, you gonna keep stopping life because it happened? And I think
you talking to me,
and
I hear you.
Yeah, no, like, but that's really what it was. It was like,
she's talking to somebody else out there.
This happened. Yeah. I just want to lay in my bed. I want to leave. I don't want to do nothing. Like, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? But it's like, it's not happening to you. Life is just happening. And what are you going to do tomorrow? Like, what are you going to do? You can feel it, fine. You want to feel it tonight? Cool. But you got to wake up tomorrow and figure out what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And just, I had to take it for what it was. And so when I say Back to Life, nowadays I listen to it a lot more, but mainly when things are happening. Just like when I wrote those songs, things were happening, and then I got past it and it was what it was. But now, like, to just calm my nervous system, sometimes I'd be like, because
Alignment Lane.
I play that song back to back, but it's just the idea that, like, all right, something just happened. Let's play a song. What does it look like to calm myself right now and move past this? Because we got to get back to life in general. And so that's what Back to Life was for me, of just like, these are things that were happening when I felt like life was happening to me. But now I'm in a place where I want to get back to living once I experience those things.
It, baby.
I'm figuring it out, and we doing it this year. And so I think now that I feel like I know how to overcome and move on, and feel at the same time, I feel like very unstoppable, because at this point, I know things are going to happen. I've accepted that. I've accepted that life happens.
Life is going to happen.
Yeah, but also, if you are able to figure out an answer to it today or tomorrow, if there is an answer to figure this out and fix it tomorrow or within the next month or whatever, like it. Seriously. Like, if this isn't gonna kill us, let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got life to live. You tired, it's okay. Go out. It's gonna be fun once you get there.
Learn how to detach.
You have detach yourself from the outcome. Like, it is what it is. There's so many things that I thought was gonna happen to me last year, or happen for me, and things changed, and it was like, what do I do now? I was attached to that. Like, even my job, I thought I was doing so good that I was like, I'm boss. Like, I'm improving processes. I'm doing this and that and the third.
That was about a year ago.
Yeah.
We're about to get.
Yeah. So it was like, I'm improving processes. I'm a businesswoman. I'm making changes on this team. Yeah, we don't need you no more. What do you mean? This is where my identity was starting to form.
But you know what's crazy? Sometimes when you realize you got to like detach from something, you can put that energy toward where it really needs to go. You know, And I think that's what people need to understand. It's like when you really can let something go, all that creative energy or the energy that you was given to that, it can go into yourself. It can go into your future. It can go into your business. You know, you be giving too much to the white man.
What Angela say? Boom.
Yeah, so I think that was God. I know I was talking to somebody else like, you can't blame God for everything. I was like, yeah, but dog, he be there.
It be God. And you want to know why I say it? Let's just talk about the job thing. On my job, I have worked with a specific team to implement some change management within my team. I had to do some change management from one CRM to another, which is like basically a platform where people can communicate with customers for pre-delivery communications, basically.
Yeah, project manager.
Hello.
Making sure you get your orders.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure you get your orders, but now we got to go from this platform to this platform and train these other people. The other team that I was working with to figure out, any issues along the way, I work on their team now. But they were able to vouch for me. They knew how much I worked on this project, the change management that I had done. They knew all the process improvements that I was trying to do, the communication that I was doing across collaborating teams. So they knew that if anything, I could be the person for the job, especially on that team. And so although I was put in a situation that I didn't want to be in, I also stuck out that season so that I could be where I am now. And I'm very appreciative for it. But it's just the idea that I even look at moments like that was God. Like, I didn't have to work with those two specific people. But now I see those two specific people every day because I'm on their team now.
Yeah, being a piece of the puzzle.
Hello?
Yeah. So
although sometimes you don't like it, even seasons that you don't want to be down for, you're going to have to do it because there is an answer for all of it. You're not going to have the details.
And even then, like, doing stuff to the best of your ability, because people can be a testament of your character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When things do happen, they can be like, oh, we know Raven. You know? Let me tell you. So even if you hate that job, be nice to the people around you and put your best foot forward.
And be yourself authentically. Like even the day that I got fired, or not fired, but just my role got eliminated, I was crying in the workplace. I don't care. Y'all done hurt my feelings. Y'all done hurt my little feelings. Y'all don't fuck with this business shit. I don't like this. But like even my managers, it's like, it's okay. Like I wouldn't want to be here and have to deal with this on a daily basis anyway. So yeah, that's really what Back to Life was for me. Like, now I'm living in my reality, and I'm doing it, and I'm getting past it, and I'm persevering, I'm seeing it through, and I'm taking it for what it is, and I'm going to figure out what joy looks like in between and in the thick of it. But we in the thick of it regardless, and our 20s is the time to be in the thick of it, if we being completely honest. Yeah, like y'all want this stuff to be smooth selling. Like, this is a time we got our health.
And that's where I was gonna go into. When you really like looking back at just looking at older people in our lives, like our mothers, and it's like you're not gonna have the capacity and the ability to move how you moving now. Okay, so a late night in your 20s versus a late night when you in your 50s is different late nights.
Thank you.
If you got the capacity now to just bounce back up, drink some coffee, and be on your way, create your dreams now. Put in that work now.
Do it now. Seriously. Stop trying to live a little soft life. That soft life genuinely will come. I hate when people feel like they don't have enough time.
I don't know, the patriarchy.
No, and that's cool too, but it's like, you have more than enough time in your life. I just think sometimes people think that they equate having time with not doing anything at all and letting things come to them. And then you get mad when it don't happen.
That's why I was like, people want to get picked. They want somebody to be like, we need you.
Yeah.
So, you're so special.
When I say you have the time, I mean you have the time to do something.
You do.
And you need to step into that. Or else it's going to pass you by in real life.
What happens to Raisin in the Sun?
Huh?
Oh, it's a poem. So
read more.
Let's tone it down. Describe yourself in 5 words. Quick. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Flamboyant. I'm pretty vibrant. Discerning.
Flamboyant, discerning. What was the other one?
I could be genuine. I said flamboyant, discerning, vibrant. What's another one? I don't know. Passionate. I could say that. I'll say that. That was a good question.
For you, what I would say.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give you 3 more.
Okay.
Honest.
Okay.
I feel like if I ever need to hear like the truth about anything, you are not that one that's gonna be like, let me spare her feelings, or you really like. If I be like, Raven, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, like she the one that's gonna give it to me how it is. I feel like a lot of women I have in my life now, I need that bluntness because I'm going to do what I want. You know, and sometimes I need people around me who know how to talk to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm gentle though.
You honest.
Yeah, but I'm gentle.
Yeah. I think that I would say passionate as well.
Okay.
That was one of my words I was gonna say, and creative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've been in the arts for a minute now, like doing different things, dancing, singing.
Let them know.
Yeah.
Cause they don't know for real.
Yeah. It's funny because it's like, oh, when she started doing that, she been like this. She been like this. Surprise.
Surprise.
So,
surprise.
Since you have been like this since the whole time I've met you, she used to wake me up singing Dream Girls in our dorm. What was your biggest fears about letting the world see fully who you were and your personality?
Mainly for them to say that it wasn't good. Honestly, like, because I think my shit fire. Like if in real life, like I really do think the things that I'm trying to do is really cool. Like even just the way that I even went in starting to make music. And so like I think the only things that have discouraged me along the way is when people said that it wasn't good enough for them.
Never mind, I don't want to even ask who.
Yeah.
Because it be the people that it's like...
It'd be the people that's closest to you.
The people that's close. People say it, you be like...
People that be close to you. And honestly, it's never these days because I stand 10 toes on it now. It was the times that I need the most, like growing up. People? Yeah, like, yeah. I don't even be checking people. I'd be like, that's cool, nigga. But what I'm doing right now, you still... So, but it's not even that. It's just, I think while I was growing up, I didn't have what I needed to nurture and to nurture what it is that I had. Because I think when you're young, like, it's only so much that you can give. You can only have dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are very active in dreaming and trying to figure out what that looks like. But I think older people and people around you who know how to nourish a dream or know how to show up in the real world are the only people that can really put you out there and believe in you in other spaces that you can get there.
Yeah.
And I think I had very absent people in that space because they didn't know what that was. They didn't know what that looked like. And also they were trying to survive. And so... that's why I don't hold nothing against people, but it's just the idea that I know if I would have had more support, I wouldn't be where I am. But I mean, it's cool because I also had to learn how to like sit in the thick of it and want it myself.
Yeah, I think even like, because when I think about support, now it's different from back then, but financial support, it was some stuff like now, like with my parents, I would even ask. Oh, you want to do no, you know what I mean? And so it's like, it's nothing, it's the life that you came, that this is what you, this lady said, she an Indian lady. She was like, when you were up in heaven, you saw your life and you chose it, you know? And so it's like, this is the life you chose for real. So it must be something else to it than what you were like denied because of that. So,
and I think that's cool too, because I think when I was younger, I thought I was going to be a star. And I think we have a preconceived idea of what certain things are. And we feel like once we get older, if we don't have it and it don't look like what we thought the preconceived idea looked like, then we don't have it.
Yeah.
But
oh, baby, yes.
But it's like being in it and putting myself in position to be behind the camera, like, actually, anybody can do it.
So that's another question I had. So when I first met you, gotta
Yes.
keep doing that.
Yeah, get to it.
Yeah. Was there a moment or turning point where you realized you were meant to create your own path? So when I first met you, you were a biology student, pre-med, and just a year ago you were in school for a master's in public health. What happened that you was like, this ain't it?
I'm glad you asked that question because...
Yeah, because when I met you, I'm going to be a, what was it, PA?
I was going to be a PA. I'm
going to PA school.
Quite honestly, and I could be, and you know what? I'll be real right here on this podcast today.
Authentic.
Yeah, I decided.
No, I can't stop moving. I'm so sorry. I got that shit. Okay, come on.
Okay. Back when I initially wanted to do it, my biology degree humbled me. I went into college like I wasn't the studier, but I was all I had to do was take the test and I was cool. I did what I had to do, and I've always done enough where I always did great regardless. I've always been good at something. But studying biology was the first thing I was never good at. But now at this age, I do feel like I probably just had ADHD. I didn't know how to sit down and study. And now I'm past it. And so what am I supposed to do about it now? But if anything, I feel like that was the most humbling experience that I psyched myself out of not going to PA school.
Yeah.
I psyched myself out. I thought it was too hard. And I didn't think I would be good enough. And I think also what happened was I was working in a hospital in a rural area
during COVID.
During COVID. And I was seeing the same patients over and over again. I worked in the radiology department, so we would take people from med surg. We would take people transport people from med surg to radiology. We would transport people from the ER, from ICU. And you just see all these people coming back and y'all doing all these tests. Nobody's actually trying to figure out how to make them better. We're just trying to figure out how to maintain their health because
keep them alive.
Let's keep them alive to the point where I was there. I wasn't there that long, actually. I was probably there for 8 months until I left to become a project manager and pivot. But I had this one lady. She always talked so sweet to me, and I always take her to MRI. And it got to the point where she was just coming through the ER. And then it got to a point where she was in med surg. Med surg is when you have to stay longer, so they'll put you in med surg. That's where you can have your own nurse, but they'll have like multiple patients, probably like 3 to 4 patients. 4 is like a lot. But just in regards to the ratio, it's just kind of the holding area, the hoteling area for people who are not very sick in intense conditions, but they can be maintained in that area. So then she started going to med surg, and I started getting her from med surg. I'm like, okay, girl. And then she not looking better. She's got jaundice, like she's a lot more yellow, but she still has the same spirit. And then I think I came into work one day and she had died. And I was like, y'all know how many times that lady been here? And also just the resources that are provided in rural areas. I did a lot of, and I'm probably going on a tangent at this point, but I want y'all to understand, like, it was so much that went into it that I was just like, how do I fix this? And I'm really the type of person, like, overall, how do I fix this? I want to fix it all. I dream so big that I talk myself out of certain things because it'd be like, I don't know what to do. But I know how to plan and execute this little project that you need. It's not heavy. Yeah, that's not heavy. I can take care of that, go be a creative, and then share what it is that I need to. But if I be honest, I feel like I wouldn't say this where I'm at now is a cop out, but I think it was just a point where I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I had the ability and skill set to study. I didn't think I had the opportunity or be able to, I don't know. I didn't think I was going to be able.
Even when you went back for your master's?
When I went back for my master's, it was just to prove myself wrong.
And then you was like, I don't like this.
It wasn't
still studying?
It wasn't bad. I just didn't care to put in all that work for that master's. And then this was also a time Trump got back in the office. And CDC got defunded, and then a lot of people within my cohort was starting to lose their jobs. And at that time, it was like I was thinking what it would look like for me to pivot back into healthcare. And then again, it just didn't feel promising. Like, it didn't feel like something enough for me to fight for.
You weren't passionate about it.
I wasn't passionate. And that was another thing. By that time, it was like, you've shown the world so much of you that now I kind of want to see what that looks like.
So the lady passing away was like I can't do nothing about this.
Yeah.
I need to be
right. Because I'm a fixer. Like, I really do want to figure out what it looks like to. And the healthcare industry is just. Don't get me started on the healthcare industry, because we could talk about. Somebody told me the other day how CVS acquired Aetna.
Okay.
That's an insurance company, but they also have acquired like pharmaceutical companies, so they can sell pharmaceuticals. And then they also had integrated like a bunch of healthcare systems, whatnot, into their business. And so it was like, do we hear this happening right now? This is CVS.
Why are they pushing?
A store.
And also, like, why are you pushing prescription medication at the rate that y'all are doing?
And pharmaceutical companies are already making their own virgin compounds of these medicines.
No, Amazon about to start selling. You know what I mean? It's weird.
It's getting really weird.
Our food sucks. But we can keep you alive with drugs. But they're not drugs. They're prescription medication.
And the drugs are killing you. Not in a bad way, but it's deteriorating your health. Like,
because this pill affects your kidney. This pill affects your this pill might what's it called suicidal thoughts. Yeah. If you have thoughts of suicidal thoughts,
the side effects keep coming.
Yeah. Even I remember when the New Edition biopic came out on BET. And they played it in the UK like a week or so later. And they were like, Americans, why y'all have all these these prescription commercials?
Yeah.
It's odd.
Yeah. They all think we're odd, actually. We're very odd.
We're under the guise of capitalism.
Yeah.
And we can't get out.
That's what really did it for me. I think now, though, like, I have thought about lately going back to PA school to see what it looked like and what my path looks like in healthcare. I've seen a cool woman on TikTok. Her name is Dr. Drea. She's an OBGYN. And I enjoy how she is always informing, like, women on their health and what that looks like and like what it looks like to be on your period. And I'm not saying that is what my route looks like, but it's nice to know that healthcare can be shared in different ways. And I don't want to feel suppressed by what the government wants me to say about healthcare or how to show up. And I think that's what I'm just not interested in. It's just at this point, like, insurance.
Just try it. Get suppressed first.
Yeah. and don't be like,
I'm psyching ourselves out. I might get suppressed. You gotta try.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
maybe you're not
agree.
even big like that yet. Let's go. A little, like, that remind me of speaking to the watching the Grits and Eggs podcast dude, Deontay Cal.
Yeah.
And he be saying some crazy stuff. So they gonna shut me down. He ain't get shut down yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't think they're too worried about us. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think they're too worried about the masses rising up anymore. We're too distracted. We're drugged out. And no one has a plan to organize. But there's hope.
There's hope, I promise. I really hope
with
so.
That said, fight back.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to do a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to politics, actually, since we already on it, and it's gonna be real gentle, but I saw a conversation happening on TikTok about if you can't be one of the people that's on TikTok saying that you don't do politics, you don't know anything about politics, you don't understand the depths of it to speak on it, so you don't speak on it at all. And so to some people it gives like you're on hush mode. It's almost like you don't care about what's happening in our country. And so someone said something about it, and I'm curious to know how you feel about that, because
like people be quiet about politics, or
yeah,
like not picking a side,
yeah,
or...
not even saying anything at all. And I say that because I watched the Mike Epps stand-up comedy show, the new one that just came out, which was really good, by the way. Mike Epps, great job.
Shout out to my boy.
Shout out to my boy. But I think he did a really good job. And in the beginning, he touched on just a little bit of politics. And my thing is, he didn't educate nobody at all. But it was just the idea of speaking on it and bringing some type of like, hey, I see what's happening. And I think it's crazy, but I'm about to make y'all laugh while I'm saying it. He didn't have to say anything at all. But the fact that he just said something, it was like, maybe people can say something, it just looks different. And whether it looks like sharing how you feel about it, sharing where it's putting you at mentally.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know, like, do you feel like people should even say anything at all? Or...
you might be disappointed about my answer.
Yeah. No, I don't care.
We should not expect... Malcolm X had a quote. Like, we can't look up to celebrities for our leaders. We don't need... something in that... we cannot put a mic in front of everybody. Everybody is not a think piece, okay? Some of these people don't read books, and you want to hear what they have to say about what? You know? We need to start back separating the intellects. Okay, it was this one video that was like, we was all in school together, and then they unleashed us into the wild.
Literally.
You know what I mean? And then we want everybody to... what do you feel about this? Some people don't need to talk. Some people don't need to share their opinion. Now, am I saying shut up and dribble a ball? No. If you have something that you feel like to get off your chest, say that. We're in America. But for us to pressure people to like come out and say nothing, that's not their world. That's not their reality. They're not educated enough. And frankly, if you don't care about it, I'd rather you shut up than say something that... we got a lot of people like our president who don't know too much about the stuff he be talking about, but it sound good and people just follow it. You know?
Yeah.
I'm talking about like even Beyonce. They be like, Beyonce need to come out and say something.
Beyonce do not need to say nothing.
But it's like, are we putting our trust too much in Beyonce? You know?
Beyonce did what she had to do. She got on that stage with that girl with the silk press and she said, freedom, freedom. That's what she did.
Yeah, like, that's not her calling.
Yeah.
Okay? Your calling might be, going back to Mike Epps, he's found... his creative outlet and being a comedian, you know, so he uses that to spread his views in the world. Politics as it is, we don't need to... Republicans, Democrats, same bird.
Thank you.
All right, they still on the list.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm the type of person, I don't ever speak on politics. Now, do I speak on? Will I probably repost something and I'm like, yeah, I agree with this. Like how they finally indicted the guy who killed Sonia Massey. I was like, yeah, I agree with this.
No.
There was some execution here. I enjoy that, but if it's something that, quite honestly, I don't know too much about, I'm not going to speak on it. Yeah. Now, if I have feelings towards it, I might, but I don't want to, I don't do too much when it comes to that.
Go out, educate yourself before speaking on too much. I think social media made us be like, everybody needs to share their opinion. Yeah. No, they do not. Yeah. You know, some of y'all need to shut the fuck up. Yeah. Yes.
I agree.
So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. I think when it comes to politics today, there is a more moral stance that is wavering in limbo, and it doesn't have nothing to do with politics. It has something to do with you as a human being. You know what I mean? From the ICE stuff to the pedophiles to... it's a lot, you know? And it's just like, how do you stand on that? They just released a 5-year-old detainee. Why are you detaining a 5-year-old? You know? Irritate me. So if we want to talk about politics, do you think that's right? Do you stand for that? And how much of an effort are you putting to apply some pressure to change that? Everybody don't need to be talking. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can boycott. We can like it's stuff we can do.
That's what I be saying. It's like, what we gonna do?
Yeah,
and I think that's the type of that's how I be feeling. I be like, when y'all are ready to protest, I protest with y'all.
But
I'll do something.
But then this the flip side to that. Protesting with this guy is also not working. He is not looking down.
But when it comes to actually doing something, that is my approach. If y'all want to do something, I'm willing to go there.
But that's why I said we need to plan to organize. I think even the civil rights movement, the civil disobedience of that time was set for that time period. Okay? Now we have to move a little differently because we're in a different time period. We have different stuff, you know? So we just got to plan. We got to organize better. We have to get a little bit more innovative. It's fine. It'll happen. You know? People get tired. That's what I'm waiting for. But also, it's like in your space, in your community, where you're at, what difference or change or what is something that you're like, I'm willing to push back on. Y'all also talked about in your first podcast education systems, like the schools, and like how people send their kids to like other schools and be like, oh, they're gonna get a better education. But it's like we have to push the schools to, we have to show up to board meetings. I love a good board meeting. They be getting sassy.
They do. Especially when you have somebody who's passionate.
So let's say we all, like, something happened to a child in our neighborhood or something happened to, we had now I ain't gonna get into that. But my child was autistic. He got bullied. Rally up your neighbors. Let's go up to that board meeting and do something about it. You know, we too complacent. Well, you don't want to do nothing.
They don't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
But I think also when people think about doing something, they're always worried about what people did before, that they don't really understand what it looks like to apply themselves and what it looks like for them to do something.
We made the civil rights movement seem like a fairy tale book. Yeah. And people was really getting killed. Risking lives. Yeah. Let's talk the nitty. Happy Black History Month. Okay. It's February 1st, 100th year anniversary of Black History Month. Shout out to the boy Carter G. Woodson for putting this into motion. You know what I mean? Like, they applied pressure and they start making stuff happen. You know? Yeah. And that's why I'm proud to be Black, man. We can go all day on that. We can go all day on that. But it's like, it took action. It took community. Yeah. It took not worrying about what this person looked like or what they got going on and saying, like, how can I help? Okay? That's why community initiatives are so important, because it's like, you never know what your brother down the street got to offer you to help you with your business if you don't talk to them and build that relationship. And not only that, but you don't know what it is. You are probably what that community needs. You are the person that people want to listen to. You are the person that people trust. Yeah. Like, it's different if, I don't know, some politician come over here, I don't know where they from, and they ain't from where I'm from. But if you from where I'm from, and you telling me that this needs to happen, let you educate me real quick. Or what do you need? That's what I like. Welcome. What's that song by Shaka Khan? What you gonna do for me? Yeah. I have a nonprofit. I grill. You want to come to the park and grill for the kids? Yeah. Like, no, for real. Yeah, it's like we call it networking now. For the corporate girlies. Yeah. y'all are building community. This is community for real. Yeah. So start calling on these people so they can show up and put boots on the ground. People be talking. Hit my line if you need help. Hit my line when you ready to do it. Yep, just tell me what you need me to do. And actually, no, I will hit you up. You better be ready to say yes. Yeah, no, I hit you up that one time and you still BSing. And some people don't be ready. That's okay. That bitch gotta go. I said I'm not gonna curse on here. Okay. It's okay. Okay, but you got any more? Oh. She thought she was clear. So listen, we're gonna go So, okay. Dang, I don't know which one. I got some good ones. I'm going to let you choose.
Okay.
So, in honor of Black History Month, what is one Black history fact you believe everyone should know? Or,
Paula, seriously? When I tell you, what is a history fact that isn't talked about but you wish people knew?
yeah, sister. The other one was, when did you start writing songs and where do you? No, I think you touched on that.
Yeah.
Life circumstances give you inspiration. What current world issue would you keep up with? How has growing up with no sisters impacted how you build sisterhood as a woman today? What personal improvements are needed for you to get to where you want to go?
Let's touch on those two. But first, I don't have an answer for the history fact, and I don't want to put any bad information out. But I do want to know your answer because she's a history teacher and a history major, and my girl knows her information. And so I want to know from you first. I want to hear from you first.
What's one Black history fact I wish
either a Black history fact or a history fact in general that you feel like everyone should know?
That's hard. Yeah. And what's crazy is I gave you this question and did not think about it for myself. I was just like, what did she find out that made her be like, oh, they used to eat us? Like, what would it be?
No, but even crazy stuff like that's not even in the textbook. Like,
I'm trying to think.
Because at some point, I didn't really know that they used to eat us either. I think that's kind of crazy.
I think, and this is broad. No, let's not go that route. What I was going to say, though, is if they understood how violent white supremacists really were after the Civil War, and like all the way, like why the civil rights movement had to happen, it's beyond not being in white spaces. You know what I mean? They were killing people. They were violent. And I think if we really talked on that more of like, we talked about it earlier, of just how they used to kill people, you know, take them from their houses. Emmett Till was a big deal for a reason because I was a child, you know. I feel like our Emmett Till happened and we didn't get into no motion. Not going to say who, you know. 14, okay, but we just different, but whatever. I think if they knew, like, even like killing the bombing the Freedom Riders bus, you know, these people were insane,
doing stupid stuff,
just terrorizing terrorists. Even today, you walk into a school, you shoot up a building, you're a terrorist. You know, but y'all been doing that for so long, and we like cleaned up the story to just be like, and then this man came who wanted to desegregate the schools because the schools were raggedy. No, they were lynching people from trees. You know, taking you from your home. Didn't need a warrant. Regular citizens, like yeah. So I think if people understood like the violence of really white supremacy entailed, because even we have immigrants coming over here and they are white leaning and white pleasers. And it's like, oh, you don't know you know what I mean? But how can we expect them to? The history books don't have nothing.
And maybe that's where it comes from, of playing the white man's game of like, oh, so y'all think y'all could just kill any of our people and get away with it? I got this man. He can get in the same room as you and also fight for equal rights to the point where now you're going to have to see us. And you're going to have to see that I can get that too.
Yeah. No, but that comes with educating yourself. The teacher and me had to. Okay, no. Okay.
We're stimming.
Okay, what was the other question?
Okay, we can go to the sisterhood one.
Yes, you. Because you be sneaking in your questions with me. And I hope that made sense, y'all.
Like that.
I hope I ain't.
No, you did a great job. That was really good.
How has growing up with no sisters impacted how you build sisterhood as a woman today?
Honestly, truly.
Because we're both only girls.
We are only girls, and we've dealt. I have 4 older brothers. You have 2?
Yeah, I have 3 brothers.
Three. And so, well, you don't older brother. She's the oldest. She's the middle.
Penultimate.
Yeah, middle,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to get scared. Okay, but I think if anything, my mom, she did a lot of. My mom was a single mom, so she did a lot of surviving while I was growing up. But one thing that I have learned from my mom is how to be a good friend and how to be a good woman.
Because your mama got a community around her, too.
She has a community,
Yeah.
but also my grandma was the same way. My mom's mom. They both Tauruses. One
Keep
thing
going.
about Tauruses is they're going to give the shirt off their back. They know how to love. They know what loyalty looks like when it comes to people they genuinely do value. And they also know what it looks like to have community and just care about people and just being genuine. And so what I did learn from them as women is what love looked like and what pouring love into others look like and how to maintain that. Now, was I quicker to be like, you can go, whatever. Not too much with women, but just in general, like I was a little bit quicker to be like, nah, I don't even play like that. But as I grow up, I take some of the things that they have taught me of just like forgiveness, grace, loving somebody unconditionally. And I'm not talking about, it's not based on your conditions. Loving somebody unconditionally is not based on your conditions and boundaries. It's based on through the seasons of their life of being human. Are you still willing to care for them and take care of them and not change the way that you show up with them along the way? And also pouring and supporting what that looks like. The same thing, you have to also allow yourself to receive the things that you really need from others. So if you need to if you want more support, what does it look like to show up in others? I always tell people, we keep saying this, it don't come to you. I don't care what it is that you want. If you want to be seen in a space, especially with other women, especially with just community in general, you have to show people you're there. And so I think that's something that I learned a lot from like my mama and my grandma. Just even when my grandma died, it was the idea of like at the funeral, that house was packed out. But so many people knew my grandma for just being a good woman, giving a shirt off her back, cooking for them whenever they needed it, whenever they needed food. It'd be the moments of like when you're in the thick of life, how that shows up.
Yeah.
And so I really think I learned what sisterhood and friendship look like, and just being good in relationships through my mama and my grandma, just what love genuinely looks like to others. And I think I've always just been big, just as a Cancer girl, like I'm very big on who's already around me, who I keep around me. And I know that I'm full of emotions and full of love, that I can't just give it to anybody.
Yeah.
And I take things very personal. I'm learning how to not do that. But when it comes to just having people around me, I need to make sure that those things are being reciprocated and it's growing and we're all evolving.
Yeah.
And still loving people where they at. But I think that has definitely helped me implement what sisterhood could look like over time. And I think the over time part is the main thing. Like even when y'all are in different places in y'all life and y'all still figure out how to show up, it's like one of those things like I can take that because I know I was telling somebody the other day, if you don't feel like y'all are in the right place right now, just give it time because one day y'all will be. And these are the times where you have to think about the foundation in which your friendship and your relationship was built off of.
Yeah, because time's going to pass.
Time is going to pass and you might surpass them.
Yeah.
But some people you don't let go. Some people you don't just be like, I ain't finna deal with you, because those are the people who go literally like the other side of the pillow.
Yeah. And I'm grateful because even like life is life. Life happened through the seasons, you know. But I think I surrounded myself with some good like people I can now call my sisters. You know what I mean? And through it all, it's like I'm still gonna look back and be like, okay, we need to fix this. Look, we actually ain't breaking up.
I know.
Like,
I agree.
This is not over. Like, and being a child, you know, it used to just be easy to just do away with people. But when you find character in people beyond just lackadaisical, that's not the word. Lax attempt at friendship, which is like stupid stuff like partying, going on the phone. Yeah. When it's like not surface level, that's when you realize like, oh, you're sticking around.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I agree. So I think that has been one of the things for me. And I'm curious to know, in regards to your friendships and how you show up in life, what is the imprint that you want to leave on others when you leave a room, when you leave this earth? What is it that you want people to know about you or feel from you when you are coming out of these rooms or even in it?
Just hopeful. You know, it's dark. Even just believe in yourself. Like, it's just a lot of head ass stuff. Yeah. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Like, encouragement, you know, just love. Like, even if I just met you, I do love you. I care for you as a human. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and I think being a teacher really brought that soft, gushy side of like, like I love y'all. You know what I mean? And now it's like everywhere, like with the little nicknames and stuff. It's like people, you don't know what they're going through, so making sure that they feel love while they're around you. But sometimes I don't be on that time, and I'm sorry if you ever cut me off that time.
That's okay.
But I really am just, I love you. If you do need something, I'm probably the person you need to call.
I know that's right.
Because I'll show, like, but also what you said, like, kind of realizing when you got to pull back. You know what I mean? Like, what you're giving is not reciprocated or it is taken advantage of. You know? Like, you're doing too much.
Yeah. And sometimes people aren't ready.
Yeah. And they use it.
Yeah.
They abuse it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. I'm sorry. Let me sit back. Yeah.
Or they abuse it.
Yeah. And I'm at a time in my life where I'm very busy. You know? And so I don't have a lot of time for stupid shit. Or I don't got it.
You don't have time.
I don't have the energy for it. So it's just like, just show up, please.
Yeah. I know that's right. So, I just appreciate, first of all, we running out of time. Once again, I always say
Girl, I didn't even finish my question.
Me and Paula could literally sit here and talk. Me and Paula can literally sit here and talk forever, which is why I was like, I got to get the podcast going so I can keep people like Paula and Simone in the spaces so that we can keep talking, because literally these are people you need to hear from, everyday people. And we are going up the mountain. We don't know where we going, but I know everybody that I surround myself by, like, we are all going on and upward. And I believe that wholeheartedly. And I just think it's... We're stimming. But I just think it's so important to shed light on just the everyday person, man. The OGs, the originals. You are an original yourself. I call my Aquarius the humanitarians, because I love what y'all are doing. Y'all are genuinely making a difference. You are making a difference.
She is making a difference.
And I'm super proud of you. And I just appreciate you coming here and always supporting me. When I tell y'all, she has seen a lot of me, and I am genuinely appreciative of this sisterhood and the way that you show up and the way that you love me.
Birds of a feather.
Thank you.
We flock together. Yeah.
And so, I appreciate you, sister. Thank you for coming on the podcast, the Authenticity Lab.
Yes, put in my print.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. So actually, shout out your Instagram. Do you want the girls to follow you?
So you can follow my personal account, which is P__Allah, ALLAH. Okay, I'm not Muslim. And you can also follow me, follow the nonprofit at Peak, PEAK _ frequency. Okay, and if you need tutoring, or if you would like to tutor some kids, for the free until I can figure out how to make some shade.
Look, this is your time to do the work.
If you feel like you're passionate about teaching and you understand what it takes to get a child reading, okay, or just basic math computation, you feel like that's your calling, hit my line, DM me, and we can get you started with building a mentorship with a family and their child.
I love that. Yes, honey. My girls are doing the work, and y'all can too. So thank you so much for coming on coming into the lab. And
thank you for the invite.
We are going to see Paula again because we got a whole bunch more to talk about. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace out. Thank ya.
Thank ya.
Tell the girls bye.
Bye.